escaped with minor injuries after her car was hit by a coal train. She was driving over an unmanned crossing in Nottingham. People living nearby say vandals often tamper with the warning lights, so it's difficult to tell when a train is approaching. An inquest has heard how a Warwickshire woman lost her husband and brother within 6 weeks in 2 separate accidents on building sites. The jury recorded a verdict of accidental death on Bruce Cole from Rugby. He died when a crane toppled onto him. His brother-in-law, also from Rugby, was killed when he was crushed by a dumper truck. A child and family centre in Leicester has been closed after an outbreak of gastric poisoning. Environmental health officers are investigating whether the illness is connected to the centre, which caters for the under-5s. Members of the rail union, RMT, will meet tonight in Derby to vote on a pay offer from Brell. The offer, worth 6%, has already been rejected by a similar meeting in Crewe. Meanwhile, national talks about redundancies at Rolls-Royce have broken down. Union leaders say industrial action looks increasingly likely. A man has been charged with arson after a fire at the Goodyear factory at Chasetown in Staffordshire. Thousands of tyres were destroyed in the fire, which was tackled by more than 100 firefighters. An 18-year-old has been remanded on bail by Lichfield magistrates. Well, that's the news, now the weather. And showers will die away to give a mostly dry night with clear spells. That's not good for the fruit farmers, I'm afraid, because it's going to be a cold night with a widespread ground frost as temperatures fall to around 1 degree. Tomorrow will start dry with sunny spells, though the odd shower is possible, and top temperatures tomorrow 14 degrees Celsius. That's the news and weather.
We're now on BBC2 Western Adventure with Big John Wayne as a fighting pharmacist en route to Sacramento in old California. Oh, just a reminder that BBC1 will be riding out west with another episode from that timeless classic The High Chaparral tomorrow morning at 11:05. And we've an altogether different film in just over half an hour here on 2, when the incorrigible Norman Wisdom finds himself graduated from selling newspapers to actually reporting for one. That's Press for Time at 6. Before that, though, and in 5 minutes, we'll be in Gardener's World at Exbury in Hampshire. First, though, an extra programme with Animation Now.
One in 3 marriages fail, usually amidst much pain and anger. Is a civilized separation possible?
I've probably got maybe 10% of what I wanted, but I've got 10%, and the children have got a great deal, probably 100% of what they wanted, because at least they now have a mother and father that don't argue and are good friends.
It's probably a lot easier to go and get a load of expensive solicitors and let them vent your anger for you than it is to do it our way.
Divorce, Doing It Decently, Thursday, 9:35 on 2.
Well, now on 2, the woodland garden of Exbury in Hampshire provides a colourful location for Gardener's World.